you just switching it in and out. You know what I mean?
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? This is Jerry Schmanny with the Comfort Level Podcast. I'm here with my guy, Papers.
Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Paper Man back with a banger, man. Say it with Jenny Schmanny on the Cover Level Podcast here at WCMD Media.
We had a long weekend, holiday weekend. How was your holiday?
Oh, it was okay. I was back and forth up the 476 and 276.
Oh, that's right. It was the Made in America weekend.
Yeah, so I was up in the Poconos and I was riding back down. I come down to Made in America, I ride back up to the Poconos, 70 miles. So I was 79 miles. I was back and forth.
Why were you back and forth to the Poconos?
Well, we went to
an event?
Yeah. It was like a fair, and they had Carrie Hilston concert there at the same time, so it was real dope. And so they had all these girls up there with the cowgirl hats on. Oh man, the pink people was out there. They was representing. You know what I'm saying? They was doing their thing.
Was it that pink and white affair? Oh no, that was in Delaware. The pink and white.
Yeah.
So today, is not really a good day in lieu of a lot of things going on, like people losing their lives. It's a controversy back and forth whether or not drugs are involved and things like that. So we actually want to start off today with a video. So we're gonna bring that in for you and please watch the video.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. We don't got it. Hold on, guys. We don't got it. I didn't think it. Hold on, guys. I don't know where you go. I don't know what you talking about.
What?
You didn't get it.
This is for my home.
What's up, family? The drug fentanyl became a top trending topic on social media after news broke on Monday that celebrated actor Michael K. Williams was found dead in his Brooklyn apartment as people worked to determine the actor's cause of death, which was not immediately confirmed. There was no apparent proof that Williams' death was attributed to fentanyl, which the Drug Enforcement Administration defines as a synthetic opioid, which is 80 to 100 times more potent than morphine. But considering the recent overdose deaths of Los Angeles-based comedian Fuquan Johnson and two others attributed to fentanyl, and Williams' past battle with drug addiction, people on social media were quick to try to connect the dots. The details of Michael Williams' death were sparse. The most that has been reported so far is that his nephew was concerned about him, so he went to do a welfare check and found him in his apartment, dead. And he said that there was heroin on the table, suggesting that he may have died of a heroin overdose. People are dropping like flies from drugs being laced with fentanyl. So a lot of people are suspecting perhaps that heroin was also laced with fentanyl. We don't know. What we do know is that drugs are dangerous. We know that for a fact. And man, I don't know how many of these cases we got to see before we learn to not play with this fire. In fact, speaking of playing with fire, in a 2000, well, you know what, let me back up. I don't know exactly when he did the interview, but Michael Williams talked about his battle with drug addiction. He said that in 2012 is when he developed a drug habit, playing the role of a heroin dealer. He said he developed the habit then, but it wasn't heroin. His drug of choice back then was cocaine. And he said he struggled for many years with it. That tripped me out. That's something I did not know. I guess, he in fact, he also said that he struggled with that character because he didn't know how to turn it off. He became Omar Little, the character that he played. A lot of people tend to think that people take drugs to just fit in. While that is true, people take drugs for a myriad of reasons. Peer pressure, try to fit in. They're battling some form of depression. They might be in pain. They could be going through something. In fact, a lot of people develop addiction, drug addiction, trying to suppress pain. Next thing you know, somebody is, hooked on opiates. That happens all the time. But whatever the case, man, if you can avoid those drugs, avoid. I ain't gonna front, fam. I'm scared as hell of drugs. There ain't a lot of things that scare me, but drugs scare the hell out of me. I don't want any parts of it. I've seen drugs bring down the strongest people. I'm talking about the most educated, the most independent, the most self-reliant, self-contained. I've seen it happen. I've seen drugs tear down empires. I don't want that. And that's not me being condescending. That's me being me. That's me knowing my limits. And knowing that drugs have no limit. Can't control it. Once you go into you, man, it's an out-of-body experience. You don't always have to touch the fire to know it's hot. You can see it burn somebody else and be like, I don't want to do that. I don't think I'm going to do that. I've seen so many people. The first time I saw a true addict when I could understand what was going on, I was like 7th grade. And I was looking for my mom. My mom was hanging out in these cafes and stuff, and she'd be at 2 or 3 places. I can go to any one of those places at night. That's where she'll be if I'm looking for her. If she's out. Walked in looking for her, couldn't find her. But I walked in the bathroom of this one place, and dude was in there hitting that hair, putting it in his bag. It freaked me out, man. I got the hell out of there. So the question is, who's next? I do believe that we're going to lose at least one more major player, at least one more celebrity to drug addiction this year. And the reason why I think we have in these episodes, number one, a lot of this stuff is being laced with fentanyl. Fentanyl was like, I think they said it's responsible for I think they said somewhere like 30% range for all of these drug overdoses. It could be much higher. I can't remember exactly what they said. But a lot of people OD. I don't know, it was 30. I know it's a big jump, but it was the number 30 or 80 keeps coming up. I can't remember if it was 80% or 30%. But in any event, it's a high number. So I think that it's going to be more deaths this year. But also, in America, there's a social crisis. There's a lot of people out of work. People can't pay their mortgages. People can't pay their rent. Can't put food on the table. There's a lot of people out here that's desperate. And to cope, they're turning to drugs. Even in Hollywood, a lot of these guys are out of work. Just because they open the city back up, or they open the state back up, don't mean the checks immediately start coming in. You got crank that machine all the way back up and get on out there and start working before you can start seeing the money. So who knows? Maybe somebody's going through some financial issues, or it's got too much time on their hands to party. People ready to get out of the house and just party and turn up. And they turn it up so hard, they turn it up dead. That's cold now. Yeah. So I feel like there's a number of reasons why people are just getting caught up in doing a lot of drugs and ODing right now. And it's going to be more to come. I can guarantee you that. I hope I'm wrong, but I know I'm right. R.I.P. Michael K. Williams. No more talk.
Yeah. So that's how it is. Yeah, so you know, it's really a major problem. Let me just stop this right here. All right. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's really like a major problem. The fentanyl. You know, I don't know that much about it, but from what I heard, that the drug fentanyl is not actually being avoided by drug users. The drug users are going after the drugs that they normally, but laced with fentanyl to, you know, abstain that high that they need to get to, you know, because when you do so many drugs for a certain, you know, time, you develop a tolerance. So the fentanyl is taking them to another level, but, you know, sometimes they get into that level where it's killing them. Yeah. But Mike's story is controversial, so
self-regret.
So you know, just
it's a serious situation. Like I had my own experience with fentanyl, you know, and it was crazy, and I was prescribed to me by my doctor, so I put a patch on, and I drank hot tea, and I had a whole overdose. I almost died. That shit was crazy. I had to pull over my car. I was crawling all the way to the other side. The barbers, they had to run out and help me get to the other side. I was throwing up my stomach. The ambulance finally get there. It was crazy. They rushing me to the hospital, and at the same time they rushing me to the hospital. I hate to be, you know, an asshole, but these motherfuckers talking about, let me see your ring. Let me take a picture of your ring, and stop the ambulance so he could get a full picture of my ring. And just said, all right, go ahead. Wow. I couldn't believe it, but you know what I'm saying? By the time they got me there, I almost died, but I was like,
see, that ain't nothing to play with.
Yeah, so it's just crazy.
Nothing. So I don't know.
Fentanyl is a crazy drug, man. Crazy drug. It's a crazy drug. It's powerful. So, you know, my condolences go out to his family.
Sorry, 1 second. Well, I mean, me too.
A lot of people is affected by it, you know, at the end of the day. So, you know, you have to, you know, show your gratitude for those that, you know, they have suffered behind it, you know.
I remember this one. Something going on. It's not in the blood. It has to be blood in order to work. All right, I got it. All right, that's a ding ding. Make sure everything plugged in. That was ding dong.
Yeah, so welcome back to the Comfort Level podcast with Janie Smith here at WCMD Media, Camden, New Jersey. We're located at 1656 Kane Avenue at the Dare Academy. Our mission statement, as we always explains, we are a community-based promotional platform exposing our voices to bring awareness to brands created by our people for the people. We use our voices to share true creativity and encouragement with guests and listeners to nature, heal, and inspire them in hopes and efforts to make the world a better and more empathetic place. Here at WTMB Media and Bear Academy, we are becoming a part of the spotlight for the county of Camden to build and enhance the qualities of lives by bringing awareness to our outlets, programs, and self.
Help. Yes.
Our guests range from city council, business officials, independent entrepreneurs, to mainstream music artists and creators. We also bringing independent music, not to mention great visuals from our surrounding cities and areas that support our city either directly or indirectly.
Yes, and we got a great guest coming today. And, we're here at WCMD. We're a collaboration of committed volunteers who recognize the strength and opportunity of our city's diversity. And we're committed to the cultural and commercial growth of our community, providing everyone with an opportunity for all to have a voice in identifying what matters most. So that we can influence the decisions that that will affect us all. We have a real opportunity to learn and grow in a way that reflects the values of the whole community here. You're invited. Share your talents, whether it's just listening, creating, event planning, organizing, running data. Make your own voice heard. You got something. Tell us what matters most to you, whether you prefer to visit us here or you come in online. Your comments, your phone calls. Get with us. Phone number here is 609-471-4075.
All right.
Yeah. So while I'm trying, we have our guest today. She's coming in. Her name is MARYMARIE, all the way from Oklahoma City.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
She's
she was
up in
raised
OKC.
in Texas, though. Raised in Texas.
Okay.
Now, if I figure out, let me see the
Born and
password.
raised in Texas, yes. Okay, lives in OKC now. I remember they had the bomb
Now, she,
squad.
I believe that she, stopped doing music for a while and is now back. I can't even get in here. Oh my God. Let me see something. Every time. I know my thing.
Yeah. So what we've been doing is bringing everybody here to put on the spotlight, to show their talent, show who they are.
I don't know what to do. Okay. Maybe I'm gonna have to email her to try to get in because I want to get in. Let's do this. Give us a second, Garrett. In here. You still here with me?
We are here
I gotta find out
today,
where.
and we're doing our thing and living our life. And this is what we do here. We gotta get it right. We're gonna get it right. Yes, we are.
I guess we gotta come back with a banger or
Yes,
something.
we are. We gonna get it right. 'Cause we're
Well,
the
back
best
with
that
the
we
banger.
can be. We're the best that we can
Not
be.
saying that. I said we're gonna play back and banger.
All right, we're gonna play a banger for y'all because We gotta get it together here.
Yeah, because it didn't come in.
WCMD.
Let me get her email.
Yeah. Oh, so we got that show coming up. September 10th. Oh, that's gonna be
With my hand sick, flip my brain quick. I be on that strong, on that 211 that round before. Blessing this and stacking that. Plus, you know I'm packing that. AK with that curve, clipping that 45 with that Mac attack. Focus out of that black bag with that black bag. He stacks that. Talking, looking all sideways. We'll get you in with that back strap. Pit style, why act wild, why bet foul, why bet corners. I don't really get flash nigga to let you know that thing on it. With big locked up, my phone jump, I pop up. Move out, entertainment, my boy moving no frameless. Get you in with that stainless. Backbone, you brainless. Boys in the hood, nigga, I move like I should, nigga. Should style, I'm death row, take these niggas, they cheese, nigga. Flex the house, those two got house overseas, nigga. Jet blue in that water, drop top in that breeze, nigga. Standing up so strong, I ain't bowing down to my knees, nigga. I'm a potter with a rapper. I take your girl and cuff her. I'm a mean motherfucker, and I'm only getting tougher. I'm straight from out of prison, so you know my body cover. My swag is on 1,000, plus I keep the ladies coming. I'm a potter with a rapper. I take your girl and cuff her. I'm a mean motherfucker, and I'm only getting tougher. I'm straight from out of prison, so you know my body cover. And my swag is on 1,000, plus I keep the ladies coming. I can spit it on the double, make it bubble. You don't want no trouble, you don't want no cause. The cause of this to get you up. I've been really on the plane, running train, spitting plane, and I'm straight from out of prison. Back up on my king. Whoever said I couldn't do it, man, I threw them niggas wrong. And I do it for myself, and for myself I do it strong. I'm a worldwide legend. I'ma show you how to pitch it. I'ma show you how to whip it. I'ma show you how to get it. And it ain't cocaine no more. It's a brand new type of thing. People, put your regal. You can serve them different people. Now the people pay for me just to hear me on stage. Me, I'm switching up. I'm on a brand new circle wave. About to kill the fucking gang. $100 million man. I'll stay in one position, man. You don't be missing. Better pay better. I take it other people when the dick you put you to the sideline. Chuck your shit and don't be listening. I'm a potter with a rapper. I take your girl and cuff her. I'm a mean motherfucker, and I'm only getting tougher. I'm straight from out of prison, so you know my body cover. My swag is on 1,000, plus I keep them ladies coming. I'm a potter with a rapper. I take your girl and cuff her. I'm a mean motherfucker, and I'm only getting tougher. I'm straight from out of prison, so you know my body cover. And my swag is on 1,000, plus I keep them ladies coming. Just watch out for that coyote. Them cops coming this round, Brody. Don't stop doing what you doing. Somebody doing what you doing. Change up like a rain truck, rejuvenate your game up. Them change up, get change up. They lift me, ain't up to me. Better break so 3 cents, they go good like an 8. That middleman is trying to fade away, keep jacking up the price. Cut hard, so hard, nigga, we're working out them things. Put it down, massive to the limit, put it, give it, move it up when you get them books. Just make sure your niggas eat smacked out. I got a lot to say, I'm first done, I'm profile. Ride around with a wick that's getting me, you know how I did it. Brick man like a stick man, ride around with them boys. My party jumping, I'm thugged out. Hit it with the hits, I'll turn them out. Keep come back, I don't burn them out. Could never jam, I write it out. Certified music from my OG, that's paper man, and it's paper man. That shouts out to my baby man. Roll the stone, about to make it sound. I'm a potter with a rapper. I take your girl and cuff her. I'm a mean motherfucker, and I'm only getting tougher. I'm straight from out of prison, so you know my body buffer. My swag is on 1,000, plus I keep them ladies coming. I'm a potter with a rapper. I take your girl and cuff her. I'm a mean motherfucker, and I'm only getting tougher. I'm straight from out of prison, so you know my body buffer. And my swag is on 1,000, plus I keep them ladies coming.
Yeah. So we're gonna come back with another video for you in just a second while we're waiting for our guests to come in. So we had a little happen.
What's up, family?
What's up, family?
The Pompano Beach Authority has sent a cease and desist letter to Kodak Black, threatening to sue the rapper for his charitable decision to help install air conditioning units to the elderly and underprivileged residents. The Florida rapper shared videos of himself giving out AC units back in July. In their cease and desist letter, the housing authority said, "Your actions have adversely impacted the property's residents' rights to peacefully enjoy the property." Kodak Black's lawyer, Bradford Cohen, responded with a letter calling out the authority for their wish to stop the assistance to the elderly and underprivileged during a heat wave and 2-year pandemic. Straight up.
Straight up.
Call them out.
Call them out.
Let me tell you something, fam. I don't trust them. I think that if they're tripping on something like this, they're probably doing something illegal. I don't trust them. How could you be mad about something like this? Even if you were mad, why put yourself out there like that? That is because some of them sit so high up. Some of these people in these authoritative positions, they sit so high up, they can't even see the record. They have no idea of what people are going through. These are the people making decisions for just everyday regular people. They're not qualified. Why not call Kodak Black and say, "Hey, Black, Mr. Black, you see what you're doing out there for the elderly and underprivileged, and we think it's great. We'd like to partner with you. What do you say, guy? What do you say? What's wrong with that?" That's what I would have done. I mean, especially if I felt the need to respond, I needed to give some type of public response. Like, yeah, man, I wonder why you didn't call me. I'd be down with that. That sounds like something good. So, they were talking about Kodak Black somehow making it difficult for people to be comfortable, to enjoy the property. How the hell you gonna enjoy the property in the middle of a heat wave? You ain't got no AC. How you gonna enjoy the property? Totally tone deaf. I suspect that perhaps because these people were on subsidized housing, that maybe their utilities are tied to it some kind of way. And those new AC units probably kicking in, producing more electricity. They were like, "Oh, wait a minute, that's too much money, man. We ain't signed up for this." See, the truth is probably somewhere in that area. Because what they're talking about don't make any sense. He helps them out, you would think, right? By him buying these new AC units, they don't have to buy any, right? But see, a lot of them think like that. They think, well, you know, they're living, they'll be all right. The heat ain't gonna hurt nobody. Except them, because you know they got AC. I bet that AC blowing cold like Jack Frost. Now I know Kodak Black, he's doing a whole lot of treatment. Ain't no telling what he's gonna say next or do next. But you gotta give credit where credit is due. And this deserves a salute. For those people who work with the authority, to deception, to his actions, his act of kindness, in helping poor and underserved. Your mama should be embarrassed and your daddy should have pulled out. No more talk.
That's my guy, Willie D. He got some interesting points. You know what I mean? Straightforward. And that's the truth. You know, They hate to see somebody doing good. You know what I mean? The people need the air conditioning. You know, they under the direction of the housing authority. The housing authority has all these rules. Do this, do this, do this, do that. When the money come in, the money is supposed to be allocated so that people can have comfortable living. They don't have central air. They need to provide units. Kodak Black, you did a good thing. I salute you. I really do.
Absolutely.
I
They're
really
just always
salute
trying to tear. Now I see why they tore him down, because they feel like his image is a bad image. So all they're gonna do is always try to tear him down.
It doesn't matter.
And that's corny, because he's trying to, give back and show that he's a different person. And then when people try to change, they still knock you. When you're doing bad, they want to see you do bad, so they get you can fall down, they can talk about you. But when you're trying to get back up, they still want to punch on you and beat you down.
No,
It's too much.
Exactly.
So
But
shout out to Kodak Black, because all the people got AC now, and we happy.
that's right.
And who's going to sign the petition?
Nobody.
Nobody.
If anything happens, what's going to happen is they're going to start a petition against the housing authority, and they're not going to overcome that. You know what I mean? They can't win when all the people will come together, especially the music industry. They might have something to say about that.
Definitely, probably.
But I wanted to talk a little bit about the music market since we're on the subject with Kodak Black. I have a radio station. Okay, so I'm doing a little sponsorship and giving brands and businesses a chance to have their own radio commercial. So I just want to make a few points to you before I get our guest is going to be a little later. School started, and you don't predict things that may have happened. So we have communicated, and she'll be here a little bit later before the end of the show. So many marketing and media reports suggest that internet radio stations will be a huge part of the future, especially for indie.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Why is that?
They're set to change the way that we access information and consume entertainment. So, which means more people can be heard online. I have an online radio station. I can do some things. So it's currently the easiest and most cost-effective way for companies to broadcast radio to listeners all around the world.
Right.
Yes. And building on the incredible beginnings of radio technology, online radio aims to eliminate some of the common problems of terrestrial radio.
Okay.
So, say you listen to a radio station in Philadelphia area, but when you get in New York, you can't hear it.
Right.
Okay, so online you can.
Right.
You can choose to hear what you want.
Oh, okay.
So not only does it provide consumers with a broader range of channels to tune into,
it gives them free range.
Yeah. It's unlike FM and AM internet, internet stations. The broadcast isn't limited.
Right. Okay.
By your location. So the geographics is, can spread all around the world. All you gotta do is go pull it up online. Some stations have apps. I don't have an app right now, but I'm working on it. Okay, I already applied, so it's coming.
Oh yeah, the apps is the way to go nowadays.
Right.
Oh yeah, because when everything
That's
is, you got it on the app, you could just do everything right then and there.
Yeah. So as the world has grown increasingly digital, internet-based radio stations have soared in popularity. And today there's thousands of channels to choose from across the globe, each offering their own unique range of shows and programs. So, like, if you get tired of hearing one thing and you just want to hear talk radio or you want to hear sports or whatever, you know what channels to go to.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like it was like satellite radio. So that's what
Yeah.
everything is now. It's like, damn.
Yep, it's like satellite. So internet radio is the radio that broadcasters broadcast all over the World Wide Web. And usually listeners will tune in online stations through Wi-Fi enabled apps or a URL on the computer. And these stations, they're very easy to find and they feel very familiar to a standard FM station.
Oh, wow.
And then aside from, you know, the amazing audio, internet radio stations also give users endless access to opportunities when it comes to listening to digital content.
Okay.
Yes. So like when you choose to listen to a station that you want and a commercial comes on, like the commercial doesn't really bother you, even though you know you hear it and your brain is taking it in. You know what I mean? Because you know you're on a station that you want to listen to, other than a station that has these commercials all the time.
Right.
You keep hearing the same stuff over and over. How about you hear something about the guy that fixes your tires?
Yeah, like when I used to listen to satellite radio, right? There used to be a variety of different things that we could listen to on there. So I used to listen to everything.
Oh yeah,
And it gave me that's how I got like vast information. So I understand where you're coming from. People need to listen so that they can to listen to something different. Don't always listen to the same thing. Be able to switch up.
There's a
right?
difference. There's a real difference.
What's the real
Than
difference?
pulling up a URL and going satellite radio, because
Okay.
you have to have a subscription to satellite radio. You have to pay for it. If you don't pay
Right.
for satellite radio, you can't get it.
Okay.
You know, and some of those specials, like, okay, forget about it, because when Sirius Radio is offering you $5 a month, you're not getting Shade 45. Okay? You're not getting Shade 45.
No, you're not getting Shade 45.
You're not getting Shade 45.
No.
So what's the sense in having?
No.
You know, I listen to the Smooth Grooves and all the other stuff too. You know, I listen to all of them on Sirius Radio, but you have to pay for that. Go into a URL and online radio, you don't have to pay for it. So that way it drives more people to that. So you can tune into broadcasts all around the world without having to worry about the distance, base limitations. Internet broadcasting provides more diversity and choice than any other streaming solution on the market. There are thousands of stations available today, and there's no need to limit yourself based on geographical reach. It seems as though the popularity of commercial broadcasting is on the rise. Now, in the US, most radio stations are commercial. Only a handful of nonprofit groups and college radio stations exist around in the country. In the UK, the BBC still holds the largest share of listeners at 51.7%. However, according to the Rajar Group for radio listening figures in the country, the gap is closing. Commercial radio now accounts for 45.7% of listeners. Investment in radio advertising is increasing as companies search for new and engaging ways to reach their audience. As the digital marketplace becomes more cluttered, radio stations offer a more intimate way for companies to connect with their target market. You know what I mean?
They need that. They need that. They need to be a part of it. They need to be able to get them in corner of them like they have to.
It's like commercial radio stations, they allow you to introduce, you know, like, okay, you have to look at the type of station and what type of music they play, what type of listeners that they have. to see if you want to advertise your brand or your product or your business on there. And that way, you know, there's an introduction to a niche of channels and unique shows that listeners, you know, they can't find it nowhere else.
Right.
So, with that being said, commercial radio is on the rise.
It is.
You know, so what we're doing is we're taking jingles and sponsorship. Okay, and what that is, it's a brief history of radio advertising. So that it goes really deep if you think about it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get that deep into that, but I just wanted to let you guys know a little bit about, you know, the marketing. It's a big part. So a few things that I had, like if you question why do business advertise their products and their services, the answers may be obvious, but for those that are unaware, it is your reach. Adverts, we call them adverts.
Okay.
They spread awareness of your business when they're aimed at the right audience. Your brand.
Your brand.
Adverts, they're short pieces of content you can get creative with. You can show off your personality and your style, forge an image for your business and create unique branding. You know what I mean? You want something that can stick into your clientele's head or your listeners' head, the audience head. So like, you know, like the jingles and stuff that you hear on TV, you know, when you hear
Jingle bell, jingle
no,
bell.
I ain't talking about no jingle bells. I'm talking about like that.
It's just a catchy song.
What's his name? Affleck. You do that. You know that thing, the commercial? You don't know about that.
Oh, you talking about the catchy commercials?
You can create a story or a song that's more likely to stick into somebody's head. That's like a little jingle. So what I'm doing is, if you create one, you know, I can you can record it or I can record it and we can transfer it over to RMC Independent Radio, which is my radio station. It's found on live365.com. RMC Independent, and it will come up. RMC Independent. Okay. And the last thing, the marketing. Adverts are an effective way to announce new developments and products to a wide audience.
Vast.
That's it.
Very vast.
And I'm budget
And that's
friendly.
a great avenue. marketing has always been a great avenue.
So what I'm doing is I'm preparing a small presentation for Saturday. So if you come in to the studio to our Community and Fun Day, I have a presentation where if you're interested in doing a radio commercial, we can set that up. That's it. No, so I didn't want to get really in too deep in that. What we got going on here? Huh?
That's wonderful.
So you know, papers.
I like that. I always like the information that Jeannie, you know, provides. Man, she gathers. She does a good job behind the scenes.
But today I'm pushing myself. Like, you know what I mean? I usually.
You know, she carrying me today because I had like a crazy week, so I had no sleep.
I'm usually here to push everybody else. You know what I mean? So
usually I'm
today
the hype
pushing
one.
my brand. You know, you can grab one of the stickers over there or whatever. Show them RMC. Here we go. Right.
Okay.
RMC, hold it up like you do.
Yeah.
This is what it looks like. RMC Independent Radio. I had some stickers running around. Let me see. Let me get that on the screen so that you guys, y'all can take a look. It runs. We got comment. It runs 24/7. Oh, that was right.
Yeah, it's all
365 a day. So you can just go check it out on let me see, what's the name of my job? RMC. I don't have the website address right now, but it's on yeah. And that's where you can find the radio station, RMC Independent Radio Online 365.com.
oh
So, Papers, you want to get another video or what? Oh,
yeah.
you have
Oh, I
something?
got something to say. Oh, I officially got my first Backwitabanger artist.
What's that?
And this is my inspiration. So
What do you
once
mean?
me and Jenny goes through what dates we could do, we're gonna do a whole full segment on just one person because she has a story behind her. I'm missing him and everything.
So, are you giving up the tapes?
Of who it is?
Who it is? You said that last week.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna say this. She used to perform at the Dell. She used to perform at the Dell.
A lot of
She used to do her thing all around. Listen, this woman, she can sing. So when I tell you, tell a friend, when I come with the first Backwitabanger, I'm gonna let y'all know y'all gotta have to tune in because she's going to put goosebumps on your neck, on your body. I'm talking about all over. She is, wow. Y'all, most of y'all know her. Philly know her. Philly knows who she is, but she's gonna be my first artist to come on, and she's gonna do her thing.
It's Bad Betty. Bad Betty is back. You said.
Who was that?
Bad Betty.
Oh yeah, who was that?
Who?
Oh, Bad Betty. Oh
Rizzo.
yeah, I seen her. Yeah, shout out to Betty Rizzo. She is back. Oh my goodness, that was her in that all white. The night of the.
It was.
I think yeah, that was Betty. She was there at
Yeah, she looked a little different.
Yeah, that was her at Made in America after party.
Yeah.
She was down there.
I didn't stay for the after party. I was very tired. I had a lot of things going on.
Yeah, it was dope, man.
My daughter was in town.
That was a dope.
You know, we had a good time. I missed her. She went back to Florida. It's coming up though. We're gonna do some dope things, like this weekend, Saturday. It's gonna be off the chain if you ain't here at WCMD down here in Camden. I'm telling you. 1656 Kane Avenue. Look on our social media because there's a lot of ads everywhere. Every one of our pages is all over. So if you don't have our pages by now, then you ain't following.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right there on Instagram, RMC Independent Radio.
Yes, indeed.
Instagram.
RMC Independent Radio.
Reality music, CL, the Comfortable Podcast,
Backwitabanger,
Paper _bands with a Z _. Yeah. And guess what's coming up?
What?
We gotta give it to y'all.
Oh, Cypher?
We gotta give it to y'all.
What's this? Talk to him. Tell him about this.
I gotta fix this.
Oh, tell him about it.
Cypher only.
Yeah, tell him about this.
September 21st. It's gonna go from 5 o'clock to 2 for Tuesday. Backwitabanger Cypher. Interviews. Couple drinks, little snacks. Interviews and Cypher.
Where?
Right here at WCMD Media,
what?
right here, September 21st.
Oh,
That's a Tuesday.
Oh, yeah?
2 for Tuesday. $5 for spectators. $5 for spectators. 2 for Tuesdays. Yes. So you get 2 for 1. $25 to get you
That's
the
gonna be
interview,
dope.
10-minute interview, and the cipher. $10 to get you in the cipher only. Well, we did it this way, you know, because everybody's not built to be in that cipher. Everybody's not built to sit in front of the camera. You know what I mean? And have an interview. So I split it up that way, me and Papers, so that everybody can get a chance to come do their thing. Now, y'all said y'all was been wanting this back with a banger. You know what I mean? And we're gonna film it on YouTube. Exactly. Everything, all our podcasts are on YouTube, and you can go see them. They're gonna permanently be there. They're shareable.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what it is.
You know, we got people looking at us that might look at you. So that's what it is. September 21st, we're gonna have the Back with a Banger 2 for Tuesday site. And we'll be putting that post out shortly. I had to have it approved. We're gonna put it out, you know. And hopefully, you know, you guys can sign up, hit my man Papers up right here. He can sign you guys up, hit me up, we can sign you guys up. We'll put up the it's going on. Come have a drink with us. Come have a drink with us down here. Right? So we waiting for our girl to come in. I think we wanted to get into another video because we was gonna do video vault until she got here. She's definitely coming.
So, oh yeah, you forgot to let me finish about my weekend.
Oh, talk to the people about your weekend.
No, that's all good.
No, it's fine. We want to know about your weekend, Papers. I can tell you about mine. My daughter came from Florida. It's all over the place. We went to the casino. One of my daughters hit a mall. Yeah.
I had went. First day I went to the fair in Allentown, and then had fun. That was a Carrie Hilson concert. Won bingo. I was playing bingo with the old people, and I ended up winning the big pot. When it was time for the big pot, I bought 7 cards, and I was playing all 7. But you know how you win the big pot, you gotta get all corners, or you gotta do, you know, the different jump. So I had got all 4 corners, and I hit it, and I had won, and everybody was like, "Yo, he had help."
You had help.
I didn't have help. I did kind of have help. The lady that was running the joint, that was taking the money, she was helping me, like, you know, because I had 7 boards, and I'm like, she seen I was putting I put like $60 in it. So when I finally won the pot, and it was all the people in there, guess how much the pot was?
I don't know.
$60.
That's it?
Yeah.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Y'all remember last week we had a couple weeks ago we had Grandmaster Darryl Khalid in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a nice night. I was wondering what the people think about having some karate classes and stuff in it. You know, for the community.
Oh yeah, they're
teach some martial arts.
They're putting together.
It's more than karate though.
Yeah, they're doing something. They're putting something together.
They're putting something together.
Look at what you told me.
In this area.
I'm hoping.
I'm hoping we can bring it here to UCMD. And you know, just afford the kids a nice education in the martial arts. I mean, like, it's good to
well, they need it because it's going to provide substance, stability, and structure. And you know,
that's what I mean.
These kids need that.
Yeah, they need that structure so bad.
They need a big, you know, you know, something.
Forward to
Yeah,
feel,
something to look forward to. So where
actually,
they appreciate
feel weak.
life and love what they're doing and want to do it. Wake up
They
every day
feel weak.
and feel good. You know, they have to gain that strength that they once had. You know what I mean? And it's slipping away on them. And they just want to live their lives and stuff like that. We gotta let them, but you know, at the same token, we cannot have being lost, you know, due to crime on the streets and stuff like that, and the stray bullets. That
my job is to make college easier.
So let's get into this video. What is this video?
I'll just play a little
Like
thing,
Harper.
little Tang Sudo. Hold on. This is the guy.
My name is Master Dominic Giacobi. What you're about to observe is a video
He's
on
over
the art
in
of Tang Soo Do. Tang Soo Do is the 2,000-year-old martial art from Korea. I have been a student of Tang Soo Do since 1968. On this video, you will see all of the basics, all of the forms, and all of the one-step techniques which will bring a student from the white belt to black belt level. Tang Soo Do can be practiced by men, women, or children. As a student of Tang Soo Do, it is important that you do not try to advance yourself faster than your belt level. Which means if you're a white belt, you don't want to try the forms and one-steps on this video that are higher than your belt level. It is not how much you know, it is how well you know what you have learned. Remember, training Tang Soo Do will help your life out to make you a better person with your mind, body, and spirit. Tang Soo!
So he already has a school. Mr. Dominic has a school over in Voorhees in the Boys Town Center.
Let's do it.
So I had sent some pictures out of that school to Shell and
what did he say?
nothing. He said he knew.
Oh, okay.
Nothing. He said.
Yeah, because it's so very few, little of them, so you know they all know each other.
Yeah, another
It's like a small, you know, net.
now another guy that he knew took a toll too here. Well, this guy right here, he didn't take a toll. Just I was just thinking of it just because I had seen it and thinking about bringing some more arts to the center.
Right.
This guy right here
Okay, who is this?
is somebody.
Who is he? Where is he?
Let me see if I can find it. No. Is that it? Well, see, I'm not ready for this. I was ready for other things.
Yeah.
I don't know how to turn it up. Yeah. Why is it not coming up though? I gotta type it. Yeah, one finger stuff. We one finger typers right now.
Yeah, let's get a bigger computer.
All right, let's see. That works. That ain't it. Where is it? All right, back with it. Look at the mess he sent me. All right, here. Never mind. I'll find something else for it. Actually, I can't find the video that I wanted. So we gonna do some of this stuff. Who we gonna do? Who? We have to play another song, please. Who we got? This song. Yes. While we're waiting, y'all, gonna get you back with a banger. Find us a good video. We didn't plan on the video, but we apologize for that. So, play some music for you. We apologize. You know how it goes sometimes. So we got Brooklyn bands. We're gonna play that banger. Better Days. Better Days. We need better days.
Bang. Ángel la ciencia. Bootmakers Entertainment, facts. Book bands, my name, don't wear it out. Talk bad on my name, I'ma air you out. And it's cool, you don't really gotta hit me out. But the bullet travel, that's the thing. You should care about facts. Tell me what you don't get, I got my own way. This is the story of my life, I take my own way. And I'm a new man now, I come my own way. But I flip a cop, it's a better day. Facts. And I'm a new man now, I come my old ways. But I flip a cop, it's a better day. Facts. I'm a new man now, to my old ways, but I flip a cop, it's a place to be. You know, we living in a dog eat dog world. I got two boys that suggesting if I want a girl. All this pain and this pressure that I'm going through got me beating lips to a nigga that I never know. In the grind, it can never stop. And it gon' stop till I reach the top. But go hit when I make you hot. Nah, nigga, this ain't house shot. Nope, just that leave a nigga dead at the drop spot. Hold up, nigga, let me turn the page. Cause I'm spitting these facts, I got you couple miles in the day. And I've been up on my own way. Stop selling weed and push rock like a stone is. And I beat some on your block like a King Kong. While the whole hood listens to my theme song. I met a bad bitch tucking in the green zone. She said she never wanna go when it's down. Oh, damn. But I'm a new man, I come my old ways, but I flip a cop, it's a better day. Facts. I'm a new man now, to my old ways, but I flip a cop, it's a better days. Now I'm back at the drop spot, hopping out all black with the ooh-wah. Hit him in his fucking neck, make his top pop. Keep telling you niggas that I will not stop. Girl, nigga, but I'm big, call me Pop Pie. Only smoke green, send it to my side die. Yeah, I see you niggas pop with my third eye. But the chopper on my top, will a bird fly. Yeah, I'm with the gang, I'm with the team. Who makes this money? We getting this cheese. You see that we shining, we always on fleek. Wait till the day I put gold on my teeth. That's when it get real quick. And everybody got their hand out looking for a bill trick. And let me tell you on some real shit. I tell them niggas kids ass and niggas suck a dick quick. But I'm a new man now, to my old ways. But I flip a cop, it's a business, it's a better day. Facts. And I'm a new man now, to my old ways. But I flip a cop, it's a business, it's a better day. Bang. Bootmakers Entertainment.
Lord, it's gone. All right. That was Brooklyn Bands. Bootmakers Entertainment.
Yes, now we're about to get into a case.
Okay, it's late. That's right, girl.
Oh, no. We're all mad.
What do you think?
Yeah, there's nothing, right?
Hmm.
You can play her when she get home.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know what the name of it was. This was Horse Still Waterman. Oh.
DJ Jones over there? It looks like DJ Jones.
Big Slay.
I'm a pretty little bitch who fuck up and get switched. Got a lot of tricks, but I ain't talking big bitch. If you ain't rockin' with me, use it doesn't get bitch. Sleeping on a sweet face, cookies or get stitched. Quite clear to a body, said he racking up the bodies. While with me, I'm walking somewhere. How you operate the shotty? All my bitches back, you know they get it poppin' like a molly. And you know that loud spilling when I'm rolling up a gotti. I done text a call now and I don't give a fuck. Bet y'all all reach out when your bitch blow up about then. Y'all motherfuckers gon' be stuck up further off on these truck. Motherfuckers leaning on me like you can't stand. For crossing me, you get clipped where you stand, fam. I'm not your average bitch, frankly, I don't give a damn. More like let it take your life and shake your fucking hand. I'm a pretty little bitch who fuck up and get switched. Got a lot of tricks, but I ain't talking beef bitch. If you ain't rockin' with me, use it doesn't get bitch. Sleeping on a sweet face, cookies or get stitched. Quite clear to a body, said he racking up the bodies. While with me, I'm walking somewhere. How you operate the shotty? All my bitches back, you know they get to poppin' like a molly. And you know that loud spilling when I'm rolling up a god. Put that pussy in my face and get your ass away. I fuck your bitch and dub your bitch because they should bleed for play. Bitches always get the crying trying to make me say I'm a hitter with the lotion. I don't really go that way. I'm a savage little mama. You was just for play. And I play for days, but just not for cake. You know K gon' slay. And I slay both ways. Got a big appetite and I can eat for days. Heartless gon' love them.
Not bad.
Can't make a mistake. I walk away for no reason. You in love, that's the dub. Cause in my mind you be creeping.
Hello.
The way I'ma keep it. Trust will get you fucked up.
Yo, what up, what up? How you doing, my MARYMARIE? What's going on?
I am good. How are y'all today? This evening, man? It's been a little hectic, you know, getting my son out of school, traffic, but besides that, I'm doing good. How are y'all today?
That's real life. That's real life. That's how it is. We still here. We ain't went nowhere. This is my co-host Papers. As you know, that's MARYMARIE in the building. And
Okay.
MARYMARIE comes to us by way of Oklahoma City, OKC.
Okay, see, we in the building, baby.
Texas.
Yeah.
Originated from Dallas, Texas, but you know, OKC is my home right now. So we're gonna put 405 on the map. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I got a friend that lives out Texas right now.
man, Dallas, Texas, North Dallas, stand up, man.
So your bio says you do music and that you would give us something that we're not used to. You give us a different type of sound.
Yeah, definitely. I'm a different breed. You know, the era that I was born in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? That was the crack era. People don't know about that. But man, it's rare to find people that are really genuinely passionate about what they do. Everything today that we do in society is what the next person or the next big star or who somebody that we're imitating. Let me put it like that. Everybody is imitating everything that we see today. I just want to bring y'all out. For me, I just want to bring that genuineness to my music. Like it's just the passion and the drive, and you can hear people's genuine love behind their music. And for me, I just love music. Like I wake up to it, I go to sleep to it. Like I love music. I do it 24/7.
I do too, and you can kind of pinpoint when people are not being genuine with their music, you know,
Absolutely.
or when they're a duplication of somebody else or something like that. Being you is unique, you know. I listened to a couple of your tracks and pretty good. So I'm not gonna give it away yet, but like, you know, what originally drives you to do music?
I originally what drove me to do so people don't know this. When I've always loved music since I was a kid. Like ever since I was little, I think I was born with headphones on because I just love music. But when I was 14, I started rapping with a group, and I was the first female in the group. It was two dudes and me, and I did it for a little while. I was like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be a rapper. And I just stopped doing it for a while, like for about 10, 15 years. And then I just looked at the music scene, and it just, for me, I was just like, you know what? Let me show them what I feel like good music should sound like. Now, granted, I just started. I'm just now getting my feet wet with engineers, you know, producers, you know, all of that. So just give me a little bit more time. You know, when you season things, it tastes a little better. So just give me a little bit more season, and I'll be ready.
Absolutely, I respect that. You know,
Because I read when I was reading your stuff, it says you was back. I was like, okay, we're gonna find out where she been. So, so I see what you're saying.
you know, that's
Definitely.
cool. That's cool. I like the fact that you take your time with your music. That shows that you got that craft, and you know where you going with it. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I mean? Like I can tell by that, you know, by what you was already offering. So, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a blessing.
Definitely. For me, it's just I don't know. It's the, I ain't gonna say I know. I don't know. I do know. For me, I felt like for a little while I was being overlooked in life.
Mm-hmm.
And so with my music, now that I stepped out, and you know what I'm saying, I stepped out of my comfort zone, because believe it or not, I was not really big on like standing in front of people, just doing anything in particular with all eyes on me. Now,
Right.
looking at my footage, you wouldn't think that, but
Right.
I am really like, I'm really an introvert, and people don't know that. So with my music, it helps me to, it's another persona of me.
Mm-hmm.
So it helps me to show you what that other side of how I really live my life. This is who Mary Marie really is. Now, you catch me outside of her, I'm probably like 10 times quieter.
Right.
You're not gonna really hear too much from me, but
Actually, what we're
my
doing is
music is my way to escape, and just to really just, you know, express who I am.
right.
So the music gives you a voice,
That's
you
dope.
know, and
Absolutely.
it's because music is such a universal language that gives people a chance to hear what you got to say, to listen to you,
Mhm.
so that you don't feel like, you know, you're not being heard.
So, what was like your upbringing? You know, like what drove you to become to do what you do?
What drove me to become a rapper? Okay, so my upbringing, this is, people don't know this either. I was raised in foster care. Like, I don't have I have family, but I'm just now interacting with my family. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So the people that I have now are just now coming into my life, like maybe 7 or 10 years ago. So it's just now me meeting them. I grew up by myself. When I say I came from the bottom of the gutter, that's what I mean. I built myself up as a woman, as a mother, and as a entity on this planet. I raised myself. I am my upbringing, because nobody raised me. So what you see is what you get. You might get some days I might snap, some days I might, but my upbringing was foster care. Like, I grew up in the system, and I do it for those kids that don't have a voice. You know what I'm saying? That feel like nobody loves them, because for a long time that's how I felt through life. So again, music is my way to escape, because this is what I feel like that loves me. Until I had my son. Now, don't get me wrong, my son loved me to death, but until I had my son, this was my way to escape reality. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still gonna give you that raw and uncut, that real life. Like, this is what I go through on a daily. But upbringing,
It's an outcry.
That's crazy. So that must mean
It's like an outcry, you know, with the things that are within you, that, you know, like being in foster care and stuff, that didn't design you. That wasn't really you. And with your music, that music is showing the person who you are.
Yeah, definitely. for me, it's authenticity. To be authentic. You feel me? It's the realness for me. I never really felt real love. So for me, the love comes, I put that love into my music. You understand what I'm saying? I feel it now because I have my son.
Right.
But real love, it's hard for me to express me as an individual sometimes, just me talking. But my music is gonna let you know who MARYMARIE is, who Mary is, because this is who Mary is. You understand what I'm saying? With my music. And it just, if I could, would I take it all back and change what with my life? No, I wouldn't. I still walk that same path to get to where I am today. Because this is how it made me stronger, because a lot of people are weak in society. A lot of people can't even handle a broke nail when they break their fingernail. So with that being said, I stand strong and I stand firm behind anything that I do. And I guarantee you, you're gonna be satisfied, because I make sure to do it to the T with everything that I do in life, whether it be my music, being a parent, just all around everything in life. I'm gonna give it my all. And if they say sometimes you take L's, but you always bounce back. And I feel like I took the biggest L in life without knowing my parents and knowing my family. But did I bounce back from that shit? You better know it.
Yeah. So what is the one thing us as music fans, like, we can know, like maybe it's a word that if we hear it, we know that it's MARYMARIE. Like, do you have like a brand type thing? Like, what?
A lot of my songs, you will hear me say, get with it or get lost, or fall in line or fall behind. So when you hear that, if you hear that on the song, you gonna know that's me talking my shit. That's me finna talk my shit.
That's what I'm looking for. Yes.
Definitely.
All right, so you did this one song and you had what's his name? TV?
Trouble Kid. I got I got my guy Trouble Kid on there. He from Louisiana. Shout out to Money Wave in the building. You feel me? That's my label that I'm signed to. I met him through my label. He's a really dope artist. It's for me, the passion that you have behind your music. If I hear that shit in your lyrics, I'm a lyricist. So for me, it's the lyrics too. So if I hear your lyrics and I'm like, damn, hold on, run that back, then I'm on you. So I need to do my music, because we finna move to the next step. Now we finna make some music. So with me, he was a dope. He's dope. Like, it was just his wordplay, and I fit a person to my song. Like, if I like your sound, I'm gonna fit you to what I think you are gonna be fit to on my songs. And this that's another thing. I have an album. October 26th. 2 Sides of MARYMARIE. Hey man, I'm bringing some very different. I had to find my sound. The first album, I didn't know who MARYMARIE was. I just hopped out like hot water. You feel me?
Yeah, that's
But this time I know who MARYMARIE is. I know where my sound is, and I know as time progresses, baby, listen, I'm a force to be reckoned with. I'm a Scorpio, so we don't lose easily. October 26th, the day I dropped my album.
November the 5th.
So for me, I don't take L's too kindly. I always like to be on top. See, I was born, I'm gonna say this, and a lot of people might be like, no, don't say it like that. But I was born a loser. You understand what I'm saying? Because I didn't have my family. But see, when I leave this motherfucker, I'm gonna be a winner. That's what I'm aiming for. See, we shoot for the top, past the moon and the stars. Fuck the moon and the stars and the planets. We shooting all the way out there. We trying to black holes and shit. You understand what I'm saying? So
I know.
That's where the drive behind my music comes from.
Black holes and shit. I like that.
It's a
I
whole
ain't never
nother
heard
universe.
nobody go that far.
Yeah, we different.
Hey,
universe.
man.
But let's get into this track. Let's hear it.
Yeah,
Let's
most
see what
definitely.
it is. Yeah. Oh my God.
So, world, here we go.
What's it
Mary
called?
Marie.
So okay, so the song with TK is called I sent the two songs that I sent you now. Chevy Flow is one of them. I have a video out. I just dropped that 2 days ago. And then No Worries. We got a video coming out to that here in the next month for that with Trouble Kid. But No Worries, man. You know, the concept of No Worries was basically every time you turn around, the motherfucker is always worried about your business. Like, bro,
You know, fucking doubt, right? Why you on my business? My business.
okay. So for me, I was just like, it's no worries. I have no worries. What would I be worried about the next
I
motherfucker
like
for?
this shit.
So,
I like it.
and
I
it's
like
no worries. That's where the no worries
You gotta
came
be
from.
real.
Right.
You gotta be real in this culture, in this business.
In this day and age, you got, man,
Especially
that's all
as a
I
woman,
want.
you have to learn this game because it's cutthroat, and they will go for the juggler. And you know what you gotta do. Learn this game. I was just telling this girl the other day. I said, "Yo, learn this game first. Don't let nobody get over on you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't trust. Look, believe half what you have, what you see. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm just now learning the game myself. I'm just now getting into it, getting my feet wet, learning. I done had managers. I listen. Everybody will talk a good game, but that shit sound good. But everything that look good ain't good.
Ain't good. Okay, so you said you just learning the game, but earlier you said that you were signed to a label.
I did. So
how do you pick a label to sign to?
It's a label out of Oklahoma City. It's a little small label. It just basically I don't know. For me, this is my first time signing a contract. Anything with my name on it. So this was my first time signing like to a label, just like to any type of group. So I felt like it was a stepping. I needed to take that stepping stone, whether it be 6 months or a year or whatever little bit of.
Anyway.
I didn't hear you. What you?
I said you ain't got shit anyway. You got to move that music.
Man, you gotta take. If you don't take leaps and bounds in life, you always gonna be fragile.
Yes.
So I gotta take that leap because with me signing to my label, it basically was just trying to get my foot in the door. I don't know too many people in Oklahoma City. Everybody in Oklahoma City know each other. You know, I'm from out of town. So me coming down here, even though I've been down here for 8 years, me just now getting into the game with the music and stuff, don't nobody know me. When I first started 5 years ago, motherfuckers was like, who the fuck is that? But I guarantee you, they like, oh, MARYMARIE, oh yeah, that shit right, that's it right there. They know me now. It took me time to build who I am. So with my label, it's just giving me a little wiggle room to really get publicity and get my videos and all of that stuff. Let me say this, you need a team when it comes to being an artist. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. A person can say they do it on their own 24/7, 365, but you need a team when it comes to being an artist. You can't do this shit by yourself.
Nope.
Yes, you really do.
Fuck no.
All right, so I'm gonna play your track. Yeah, let's get into it.
Here we go.
It's MARYMARIE, baby. I tell you, falling on the fall I ain't worried about no nigga, I ain't worried about no bitch. I'm just trying to get my money so you know that I said this. I said swerving in my lane, that's the shit that'll get you hit. I said talking down on me when they know I am the shit. I said mad cause they get this. never amount to this. I'm the best that ever did. I can coach you on this shit. Standing tower on my pivot like a mountain in this bitch. Watch me do it, I'm gon' get it. I'm the queen up in this bitch. Yeah. I said it's MARYMARIE, and the night stay up in the booth. Blowing expeditiously. Hey, like the nigga and his many bitches. See, I'm a star. Take a look at me and make a wish. They tried to drag my name. They drug me in the mud. But yet I stand tall. It's coming from above. So stay up out my lane. My niggas will wet you up. From the older Texas, man. Real niggas don't stand up. We on that cash flow. Cut away straight to the tank. These bitches, they mad, oh. So we leave them hoes on stand. I'm on to bigger and better things. They really don't feel me, man. My bitches be counting that cash flow. Cause you really be getting it. Hey, these bitches be bad, though. Cause I be in that pressure kid. I be in that cash flow. Get relevant bitches and gun folks. So I'm back with that pressure beat. Yeah, you know what it is, so. It's MARYMARIE, ho. And I'm back at you hoes, so. I want all of the smoke, ho. So I'm letting you hoes know. I ain't worried about no nigga, I ain't worried about no bitch. I'm just trying to get my money so you know that I stay lit. I said swerving in my mind, that's the shit that'll get you hit. I said talking out on me when they know I am the shit. I said mad cause they bitches can never amount to this. I'm the best that ever did. I can coach you on this shit. Standing tall on my pivot like a mountain in this bitch. Watch me do it, I'm gon' get it. I'm the queen up in this bitch.
Trouble amazing, I seen on my own. All I need is the man when I bet on my thumb. They see that I'm gifted. Don't think I want to look at me with it. They bury me. I got it myself when I knocked on the door. I gotta hit you, bitch. I'm taking my toe. I come from that dirty, we good like it, boy. Find out what you say, then you straight in the north. Think this shit happen, that top up be clever. You know that shit sound like a round of applause. No need for no bitch that you trying to get rich. Or trying to let me put some dick in the job. I hang with them here to be breaking the law. When niggas decide, never stay with this stuff. Could you get busy trying to shut up your car? Why I say, yeah, they know who we are. They know we aggressive, trying to do you better with FNE. Yeah, they now ain't gon' flip. Rose grind, no whip, little niggas with no hands. Yeah, we call them a test. Fit for the bread, I need all the extra. I'm fucking with niggas, I feel like it's just real ones spitting real ones, to the real ones spitting all of the
I ain't worried about no nigga, I ain't worried about no bitch. I'm just trying to get my money so you know that I stay lit. I said swerving in my line, that's the shit that'll get you hit. I said talking out on me when they know I am the shit. I said mad cause they bitches could never amount to this. I'm the best that ever did. I can coach you on this shit. Standing tall on my pivot like a mountain in this bitch. Watch me do it, I'm gon' get it. I'm the queen up in this bitch. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, what's up? MARYMARIE.
Should be
I think
back.
we
The
had some
signal,
technical
probably. It should
difficulties.
be out. That was MARYMARIE
Wow.
featuring Trouble Kid, Trouble Boy. Oh my God.
He-
She
right
has
out of
a
OKC,
very-
man.
She has a
Oh,
lot of.
wow. I like her
confidence.
accent. Her accent is crazy.
Southern.
Yeah.
So
Felt it in a round.
I connected with her through an artist that I I deal with.
Okay.
Artie down there, Decade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my boy Decade. He turned her on to me, and she booked the interview. I got music, We'll see if she come back on. We have another track from her. We'll see if she come back on.
Yeah,
In the
now we can just get
meantime,
into it too.
We can get into this video.
Yeah, this is crazy what's going on in Arkansas. Just wanted to shed some light for you guys. You can understand what's going on around the city.
This is the
Around the world.
Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollar. Look, I know I've talked about COVID a lot. I mean, everybody's talked about it. It's in the forefront of our minds. And I got a lot of questions. Not about treatments, not about, again, masks, not about how to prevent, not about how to curtail the surge that we're seeing across the country in specific areas. South Dakota, Texas, Florida, Mississippi, Arkansas. Got a story about Arkansas today. Reading from a CBS News article, going against FDA warnings, Arkansas physician gives anti-parasite drug to jail inmates with COVID-19. One of the most perplexing incidences surrounding COVID is how this pandemic has been politicized by the right, not the left, not by Democrats. And these fringe cures, these miracle drugs, whether it be hydroxychloroquine or bleach and light being shot into the maybe up your ass. Who knows what Donald Trump thought in that case? But there's a new one. There's a fringe character on Twitter. His name is Brett Weinstein. He's part of the intellectual dark web. And he's been promoting ivermectin, this drug, this anti-parasite, not even antiviral drug, as a miracle cure. It's dangerous. It's harming people because you get idiots, even doctors, in this case, a physician, who it seems almost like an experiment. They're experimenting on prisoners. We got a great history of that in the United States. Let's just keep doing more of that. A detention center in Washington County, Arkansas, has been using the anti-parasite drug ivermectin to treat inmates who have COVID-19, local officials say. Even though, when you're a doctor, your job is to do no harm. It's to follow the guidelines of both the Food and Drug Administration and the Centers for Disease Control, the National Institute of Health. We have a wide infrastructure of organizations and agencies within the United States to give guidance and direction to physicians that they not hurt their patients. Even though, again, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has specifically warned against it. The FDA says the drug, which is frequently used as a dewormer in animals, is not an approved or recommended treatment for COVID-19 and can cause serious harm. But what do they care in Arkansas? It's a prisoner. Am I right? Just experiment on them. They're in jail. If they didn't want to get experimental treatments, they shouldn't have done the crime. Is that what we're saying now, Arkansas? Eva Madison, a county elected official, raised the issue during a Finance and Budget Committee meeting Tuesday night. Jail officials were representing the 2022 budget, which included the jail's physician, Dr. Rob Karras, asking for a 10% increase in the medical services contract. Madison informed committee members and the jail officials that a county employee who has opted to stay anonymous to the public told her that he had been sent to the jail's clinic to get tested for COVID-19. When the person tested negative, they were given a $76 prescription for ivermectin. He was concerned about the prescription and asked his primary care physician about it. And the physician told him to throw that in the trash, Madison said. The FDA has warned against using ivermectin to treat or prevent COVID-19 in humans, but misinformation and unsubstantiated claims touting the drug have spread widely on social media. The agency said it has received multiple reports, not a one-off. This is happening all over the country where idiots are taking farm animal medicine. The agency said it has received multiple reports of people whose use of the drug required them to seek medical support or hospitalization. Quote, ivermectin tablets are approved at very specific doses for some parasitic worms, and there are topical formulations for head lice and skin conditions like rosacea, the FDA says. Ivermectin is not an antiviral drug. Ivermectin is not antiviral. The coronavirus, it's right in the name, Arkansas physician, Dr. Karras. It's not an antiviral. So what are they doing? They're experimenting on prisoners. Good to go, Arkansas. What's next?
It's not funny.
What's next?
Anyway,
this is there is a rift that has been created in our society in America between two political parties, and it is being fomented, just like the insurrection was, by Republicans. This is not being done or encouraged by Democrats, who in this case are, and in most cases, are absolutely dedicated to what the science says. The stats and the data and the voluminous research by pandemic researchers like Tony Fauci and others of what treatments work and what don't. It's why we've waited for now the Pfizer vaccine to become fully authorized, no longer an emergency use situation. That's why Moderna is likely to be in about a month or so. We're going to see that because they work. And those are the treatments we should be promoting. Not ivermectin, not hydroxychloroquine, not these other fringe treatments, not drinking a cap full of bleach, Donald Trump. And it is in Republican states where they are failing their populace. They are failing their constituencies. Florida, more deaths right now than at any point during any of the other surges. Ron DeSantis, killing the very people he needs to remain in power. And there's no end in sight. Greg Abbott doing the same bullshit in Texas. He refusing to mandate vaccine, even though it is now fully authorized by the Food and Drug Administration. Absolutely disgusting. Anyway, I'd love to know what you think. Am I wrong? Am I right? You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily@dollamore.com. I'd love to hear from you. I'd also love to have you connect with me on social media. Mix it up with me there. And I would ask that you support my work. If I bring you value, if I don't, go support somebody else. But if I bring you a little bit of value every day, consider supporting my work. You can click the join button, become a channel member for $2 a month. Go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. There are varied ways that you can help support my work. And if you're not in a financial position to do so, don't worry, my content will always be free. But tell a friend, forward my video on your social media platform, or text the video, or you do whatever.
All right. Dollamore, he's wrong with it. You know what? But he's right. He's wrong. He's wrong with it, but he's right. We're gonna bring Mary back in. Mary Marie's back.
Yeah, technical difficulty.
Run a video. We just improvise. It's school.
I was listening to that though. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, whew, the shit that they doing out here. They was feeding dog food. One county, they was getting dog food. They sued, turned around, sued. This one, they giving them all types of different stuff. Like this is crazy. The world is just
insane asylums too.
Yeah.
The world is just so. I hate to say it, but you know, it was in the Bible. These days are in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's crazy.
That's why it's up to us to put the substance in the music to steer the minds of the people that's coming up now, so we can correct them.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
He say us because we didn't tell you that Papers is also a lyricist. So that's why he included himself. He said us.
Yeah. Well, you know, as to be a lyricist, you know what I'm saying, and you know, you have to put out that content because it's in your vernacular. So you have to be dope, and you have to put it down in a different type of way, where though you could grasp the people and still make it hot. You feel what I'm saying?
And your song and your music, you're very confident.
I incorporate God in a lot of my music. I just believe that it would be better, and everybody don't believe in Christ and everybody don't believe in God, but where is all this? Like, you really got to think about like just the world that we live in that's around us. Like this is not godly. Like the stuff that's going on, that COVID stuff, like that COVID-19, that is not of God. Like, where did that come from?
No. It's not
man-made.
And the fact that everybody can't agree on, you know, how to control it, that's the biggest problem. That's the biggest problem. You know
It's reaching our kids. That's the worst. Like when it start reaching the kids, it really is a trifecta in society, because it was already reaching. It already was affecting the elderly. You know what I'm saying? And now it's to the point where it's reaching the kids. It's just way out of control. It's gotten.
It's funny how it went that way. You know what I mean?
See, they wanted to get
the elderly. It's like
they wanted to get them out of the way because of
Social Security. In the beginning. The kids wasn't getting it in the beginning. Like they didn't think that it would affect kids, just like animals. It's not affecting them. Why?
It is
because everything is man-made. Like everything man has made. This drug was released, and I say this when this nigga Trump was in office. He ain't even a nigga, my bad. When this dude Trump was in office. I say that because where did this come from? It just mysteriously appeared out of nowhere. You telling me that this disease started killing people off the planet out of nowhere in a blink of an eye? In less than 72 hours, people were dropping like flies.
Right.
What?
And when it first came, he knew about it for months and said not to tell us.
And sat on it. And that's how cold society is. They will wipe out an entire planet just to start a new population of races that they want here. And that people don't want to talk about that. See, that's what I'm saying. People don't want to talk about
that.
You want to know how much money is invested? Let's get to the real. You want to know how much money is invested inside of Social Security that is well into, you know, the trillions, well over, you know what I mean? Because they have to supply a lot of people. So they was cutting a lot of people off. That was their mission, to kill a lot of people. So then that way they could tack on the back end and take some of that money back.
That's what I'm saying. Absolutely. Nursing homes.
So the rich get rich. It's just saying the poor gonna stay poor and the rich gonna keep getting rich.
Right.
That's why it's up to, we got to figure out a way around. Let me tell you something. It's a rat race.
Yep.
That we living in. Period. I don't give a fuck what nobody want to look at. This is a rat race. So you got to figure out, how the fuck do I get out of this maze? You either gonna stay in this motherfucking maze, or you gonna climb your way to fuck up out of it.
Right. That goes to that book, they call it the hemming and hard. You know, either you're gonna be hemming or you're gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna stay with the cheese and think that it's gonna always be there, that's welfare. Think that it's always gonna be there, or you go get it. Like the rich,
real shit.
You gonna go get it. You gonna move with it. What's up?
And my team, you feel me? We gonna go get it. Myself, I said whoever. Well, I know my parents now, but I said when I was younger, like whoever my parents are, gotta have ambition and gotta have so much because I got so much drive. You can't tell me no. I don't want to hear
right. Facts. Yeah. What? No.
So you said I can't do this. I'm about to check. It's another way around what you talking about, because it says what door closes by man can't say nothing. It's what God says, and I go by this every day, all day, because that's who is the leader of my. You know what I'm saying? That's the leader of my pack. Can't nobody tell me nothing except him. But if he said I can do it, I'm gonna do it straight up until he take my breath, and that's what I'm gonna do. I got too much drive and ambition in my blood. Like that shit runs so deep that no. The world that we live in today, we got to do better. And this diversity, it ain't making it no worse, because you got all these people diverse when we need to come together.
Right. We reverting back to the survival of the fittest era, when it's like you got to fight for yours, and if you survive, you survive. If you don't, we don't give a fuck. The government looking at it. You know what I'm saying?
A hard shell.
You got to fucking fight.
Don't let them crack you. Stay steadfast.
That's why they give them all this money. They give them guns so they can kill each other.
No matter what. No matter what, you know that the outcome is going to be the best. You know? The outcome is going to be
again, like I say, it's a rat race.
Yeah.
It's It's a rat race. You either gonna stay at the bottom or you're gonna find your way at the top. And you know, my ancestors, I say this all the time because I dig for my roots. My ancestors didn't die in vain. You feel what I'm saying? They want us to stand up proud. I'm a whole black queen out here. So what I'm gonna do is I gotta stretch far from my kingdom. You feel me? So the top, that's where I'm gonna be. And this right here, society, nah, I can't let it dig me down with it, because at the end of the day,
Right.
society will make you believe
It's just your domain.
So
what they
if you
want
was
you to know.
able, if you was able to get back to your community, what exactly would be your goal?
That's my next move. Hey, listen, this is my next. Let me tell you something. This is my next move. I'm finna give back to the community of Oklahoma City. I'm a 405. They put me on. Like I can never take nothing from OKC. They put me on. So for that, I really want to give back and do a hunger drive this winter for all the homeless that don't have anything. I want to hand out plates, blankets, hygienes. I want to do all of that for Christmas, and kind of just make them feel like they are still loved, because they out there by themselves all day, every day. They ain't got nobody. Like the streets is what they know. That's all they know. They've lost everything. I've been there before. You feel what I'm saying? If I could change it, I would. I would open up my door every single night for every homeless person in the world, but every homeless person ain't got it all. So you have to remember that you got to be careful about what you do. But would I take care of every homeless person in Oklahoma City? I would. Then my goal is to open up something for them where they can come and take a shower and get because you got these places down here where they're shelters, but like they gotta clock in they gotta check in at a certain time, or they don't fit the qualifications. They can't come here, or they, you know what I'm saying? And it's
certain criteria, and I'm like, what criteria?
Mozzie said it best. He said on his song, "Have passion."
I'm homeless. I don't got shit. I don't have nothing. What criteria is
Come
there?
on, man.
And it's always some bullshit.
For real. I know what it feels like to not have nobody to call on when you need to be able to have a hot bath or a good meal or somewhere to lay your head, because I didn't been there. You feel me? So with that being said, I'm gonna get back to my community this winter in December. Yeah, I got something special planned. I didn't want to tell everybody, but
wonderful. Let us know so we can make a donation.
What's your next big show that you got coming up that you got going on?
Oh man, listen, I got so many shows.
Right.
I actually have like literally 7 shows in the next 2 months. My biggest one is the State Fair. I will be performing September 26th at 12 from 12 to 12:30 in the afternoon. So I just say, shit, pull up on me. You know what I'm saying? You're never gonna be disappointed when you pull up on me at a show.
Do you know how many years I've been trying to pull up on Decade?
Man, that's my guy. And when he's performing, matter of fact, he's performing on, I think, on the 24th of September.
Performed one show when he only had that one song. We started connecting online, and I've been guiding him and talking to him ever since.
That's my dude right there.
Album covers, song covers, and everything for this cat. Like that's
what I say. He got passion and drive with the type of situation that he in. That's the type of people that you want to be around, that don't give up. They keep going no matter what the circumstances are and how life is going. They always gonna keep
I told him now he need to use the chair as a gimmick. I said, when you come on the stage, have that blunt and come out there and tell them this is how I roll.
Period. Like,
here's
my dude right there.
That's right. That's he's doing 420 events and shit like that.
But yeah, the State Fair is my biggest one. Besides that, I got like 6 other shows. I actually just got hit up again today for another show, and it's just like, oh, okay. But
Let me
it's
ask
something
you,
Everyone
is
what?
Phoenix close to OKC?
Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Arizona.
Ooh, I think that's literally like 14 hours away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, because we're gonna be throwing a show down there.
Okay, listen. If you throwing a show, wherever you throwing a show, man, I'm gonna pull up on you. Do you know what my pull-up my pull-up game is strong, real strong. So listen, I don't disappoint when I'm on any lineup. You better know, Mary Marie gonna show her face in a play.
Would you
And
show
I'm
up?
gonna
Would
give
you
you
show
a
up
show.
down?
I'm
Would
gonna give
you
you
show
what
up
you,
down Philly?
huh?
Would you show up in Philly or Jersey?
Most definitely. I'm on the plane though. I'm not driving. I'm gonna pull up on you.
Exactly.
Definitely book me, and I'm there. You better know it. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, and you're gonna be you're not gonna be disappointed. I'm telling you, I'm gonna bring you that show. I am that show. I'm not. It's not now. I'm next. It ain't no next. It's now. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people be like, I'm up next. No, I'm up now. That's what I want people to know. I'm up now. This is who Mary. I can't. When they say, the wise man once told me, when you apply pressure, you make a diamond. And see, I'm a diamond in the rough. So the pressure already been applied. So I'm finna show you how I make magic.
The rough, all these is want to touch. Yeah, I got you.
So does your other song?
Yeah, Chevy Flow. It's a video out to that on YouTube right now. You know what I'm saying? Run them numbers up. Let me get that 1K. I'm trying to hit 1K in a week. You feel what I'm saying? If I can get 1K in a week, I'm doing some numbers. But Chevy Flow.
You play this song.
They have
You
a
got
video
the,
today.
you got the video. No, we're gonna play this first song and then we play the video, or play the video now.
I don't know.
What you want to get into? You want to show the video, or you want to play the song first? Play the song first while we get the video.
Play the song first so they can hear the song. And then when they see the video, they can get the concept of what I mean by the song.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so here we go. To introduce it, let the world know.
You want to introduce something? Let's go.
It's slow today. I don't hear it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right, here we go.
Okay, we ready.
Mary Marie, I'm back. I never went nowhere. Hey. They know.
Hey.
I hop in the Chevy and zoom out. You know the drill, though. So give me that combination to the safe, so you know the deal, ho. So these young ladies act like they real, though. So my focus been on point, yeah, for collecting my pesos. It ain't even summertime yet, but I'm bringing some heat, though. Said all of the kitty, yeah,
Bringing that to the getting the street.
niggas so focused on me, yeah, you bring out these so tough, but no need for the pleasure. Cause a bitch got a fetish, so they can feel it ass low. I am on your ass low. Hey, see these bitches be talking, these bitches be flexing, but I am the captain and not the lieutenant. I earn my respect, so I ain't too giving. Yeah, I am the best, so I ain't too listen. So I'm back in the coop and I'm spinning them blogs. Yeah, my bitches stay with me, my bitches is high. Yeah, it's MARYMARIE, I'm really on fire. Yeah, hey. No pressing on next and I'm never gonna stop. Yeah. I took a lot of losses, but it's okay though, cause I bumped quick. Got a few bitches pressed, but that ain't enough to get my attention. I'm only focused on one thing, not leaving no space for you bitches to breathe. I've been number ways long. It's time to get disrespectful, man. Get playing with me like I want me to touch you. Yeah.
Big steps on me,
Yeah.
See my big step in.
Yeah, see I'm back in the group and I'm spinning the block. Yeah, see my bitches with me, my bitches is high. Yeah, It's Mary, Mary on fire. Yeah. Listen on this and I'm never gonna stop. Yeah. Come back in the pit. Get back, sexy, I'm back. I'm real bougie. I'm real classy with that flex. I got a good head. The niggas are talking real stupid and real reckless. My niggas on that ass. Like a bad bitches in a bed. Yeah. Tony, hella cash. We back in position. We back in the same way back. Smacking on them bitches. Niggas are talking real simple, man. It's on back. Slapping these niggas. Yeah. Back to the gas back. I told you it's real with that rap back. These niggas be talking my clothes though. Cause I'm on their ass. Gas out. It's Mary, I'm back in the jungle. Yeah. She's born money, touching their brain. Yeah. So watch your tongue, watch your watch. Bad mama's hammer. Yeah. Come back from the top, let's go.
That's my shit right there. That shit right there, that motherfucker, that shit bang. Hey, no lie. That motherfucker go.
I gotta find the video.
Definitely.
What's it under?
It's under, it should be on it's on, just look me up and then my video should pop up when you type my name in.
On
But
YouTube?
don't separate it, just put it together. Like MARYMARIE is just one. And then it should pop up. If not, I don't know.
Well, that's not on
MARYMARIE, Lay Me Down.
Oh, yeah. So is that the only one that's popping up? Yeah. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm gonna have to go check it.
Hold on, baby.
All right, well, we're gonna play this video.
Yeah, that's my hey, that was my I dropped that a year ago to the day.
Right.
That's my very first video. Not to the day. It'll be very first video ever. You feel what I'm saying? That's on my very first album. It's still, let me tell you something. Now That Lay Me is still one of the hottest songs that I did when I first came out.
Wow.
Motherfuckers still want to fuck with that song.
Okay, see, because that came up.
Envision. Let me tell you something.
That came up under Leverage.
Envision. That's definitely another song on the album that everybody loves too. Like I'm the best. Matter of fact, I'm doing that song at the State Fair. Like it's just a lot of hits on that song. That video was good too. Run them numbers up.
All right. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take you out with this. So let the people know who you are, where they can follow you, and where they can see you at. We're gonna take you out with this banger, baby, because we back this Paper Man back with a banger, man. And what we do is we bring bangers. We bring bangers, and who we got none other than MARYMARIE from OKC doing her thing for the PEOPELPE. Well, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up, man.
Most people go on Instagram, so you can follow her at Mary the Marie, or she is Mary the Marie.
All right, now
and you can also recap this on Facebook, YouTube, Reality Music Studio.
Yes.
Follow her at Mary the Marie.
At Mary the Marie. I already follow you. You know, I've been following you. So, you know, I've been already on the wave. So, you know what I'm saying? But let's get into it. Paper Man back with a banger, man. Sitting here with Janie Smaney on the Cover Level Podcast at WCMD. And this is how we do it. We carrying it with MARYMARIE, baby. And this is the motherfucking banger.
It was a pleasure.
Absolutely, sweetheart. Video of the motherfucking year.
You look very nice.
Yes, you do.
Thank you.
We got to do some music together.
Yeah, took a trip way deep under, had a talk with one of my ancestors. They told me, man, come back on them, switch the paint on them, hold the stacks on them, switch the lanes on them. Yeah, it's MARYMARIE and I'm back home. What the fuck you think? I'm letting that sink in. Yeah, like a sunken ship on the very trust. These hoes, man, it's a one of the weather, cause I came back and I snapped back like a fitty cat. Yeah, I'm fluent in rap, and I'm back on the track, man. Had to speak my mind, cause they think I fell off, man. Nah, see, I'm back, man, and I'm so strong. I'm with it, man, come and see. I shut the whole block down, man. Come on, man, take a peek. So
so happy and elated, I finally made it, and I stopped until I reached the top. Gotta make sure that my son is straight, because you never know when I'm not here. This world is so crazy, and this world is so fake, never know when it might go down. So I'm thinking I'm holding my crown steady and firm. Won't you back up off the greatness and let a real nigga do some work? No, I don't wanna be friends, shake hands, cause the niggas left me with hurt. Yeah. You don't understand where we come from. Down at the bottom of the jungle. Destined and determined for the come up.
I know you.
I close my eyes and envision what I should have been. So many people doubted me as if I would win. Consistency has been the key, so you can't knock my stream. Yeah. It's coming from above, so you know that I win. I'm screaming, thank you, Lord. My crown was tilted, yeah. And yeah, I win it, so I fix it, so I'm standing firm. Yeah. I hold myself accountable for anything I did, for any entity I ever hurt or failed to heal. I pray that forgive me of my sins. So sick and tired of niggas really talking like they real, but they fake it in the present world we living in. Superstitious with my bitches, man, these bitches counterfeit. But I'm back and I'm still surfing in this hoe. My vision was really slick, but I'm back up in this hoe. You can never knock what you can't hold. I promise I won't fold, man. I'm sick of tired of niggas talking like they haters. I'm trying to get it, trying to figure it out. I'm pouring wild with this shit, so I'm racking it back. I close my eyes and envision what I should have been. So many people doubted me as if I would win. Consistency has been the key, so you can't knock my stream. It's coming from above, so you know that I win. I'm screaming, thank you, Lord. My crown is guilty, yeah. And yeah, I win it, so I fix it, so I'm standing firm. Yeah.
My spirit flows too deeper than the ocean. I feel like I've been praising premonition. Ain't no Texas holding failures, not an option. I promise I ain't stopping. My niggas, they adopt me. Keep my name about that drop.
No time for none of that hot shit. And
I can't see me fucking with no bitches that be on that hot shit. Impeccable with the words, superb with two purrs. I feel like I'm the best that ever did it. That the watch is so it's just me. Hey, I take this one through your big head and really get in gritty.
Wow, as y'all can see, there you go.
Yeah, that's it right there.
That's dope. Back up.
Have a good night, y'all.
Yo.
Yeah,
We out. Paper Man back with a banger, man. Say with James Man on Cover Level Podcast at WCMD Media, and we out this block.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on Thursday.
MARYMARIE was in the building. Peace.